It looks ordinary, but in Sierra Leone, these shirts can make you untouchable. This is the Huronko shirt. For decades, this was the most expensive piece of cloth in northern Sierra Leone. People told stories that this shirt can make somebody disappear and even stop bullets from enemy attack. The Huronko is a reddish-brown hand-woven men's shirt from northern Sierra Leone, dyed with natural pigments, stamped with black symbols for protection, prestige and power. But why was this shirt so powerful? How was it made? And who first imagined it? For the Limbas, the Huronko was not just clothing, it was protection, pride and strength, a story they wore on their bodies. The Limbas are believed to be the earliest indigenous people of Sierra Leone. They are known for their country cloth, skilled blacksmiths, the Gbangbani society, palm wine tapping and matoma, among many. The Limbas are primarily found in the northern province, particularly in Bombali, Koinadugu, Cambia, Karine and Tonkolili, but a small number are found in Guinea, representing 12.4% of the total population, making them the third largest ethnic group in Sierra Leone. To show how powerful the Limbas are, they have given Sierra Leone 3 heads of state: Shaka Stevens, Joseph Saido Momo, and Johnny Paul Kuruma. Even former President Ernest Bai Kuruma, who was succeeded by President Maada Bio, also has some Limba connections. The Huronko started in the 1940s in a secluded valley called Bafodia. A Limba man from Bafodia learned how to decorate Huronko shirts from his in-law, a Yalonka man from nearby Guinea. When he returned to Bafodia, he began working in secret. He mixed dyes from tree roots and kola nuts to stylize the shirts. In 1954, the first missionary to the area, Reverend G.A. Hoff of the American Wesleyan Methodist Mission, persuaded the community to relocate to an entire new town. He arranged for Bafodia to be moved about 1 mile from the old valley into a more open, accessible space near the main pathway road. The relocation changed everything. Once in the open, knowledge, trade, and craft exchange increased, including the spread of the Huronko decoration technique. Techniques that were kept secret inside homes now became more visible and shared because the community lived in a more connected, open environment. By the 1950s, the Huronko spread through the whole chiefdom. Every symbol on the Huronko shirt meant something: a circle for community, a star for good harvest, and a rising sun for power and life. People said the Huronko carried real magic, strong enough to block knives or even bullets. There is a story of a man who was wearing a Huronko when he was shot 10 times. People said he just smiled, shook his shirt and walked away. Hunters and chiefs trusted the shirt for protection. Some Huronko shirts were soaked in special herbs for weeks, even months, to protect the wearer from bad luck or hidden dangers. In the 1970s, Huronko shirt made an unexpected jump. It moved from the villages straight to national politics. The ruling party at the time, All People's Congress, chose the rising sun motif, a design already printed on the Huronko shirt, as its official symbol. Suddenly, the shirt wasn't just clothing anymore, it became a political statement. The Limba people, closely connected with President Shaka Stevens, wore the Huronko with pride. For them, it works like a uniform of identity, and for many, a shield of protection. Soon, chiefs, ministers, powerful men, and even musicians across Sierra Leone started wearing Huronko too. After the 1978 referendum, the APC party became Sierra Leone's sole political party. Huronko became associated with a corrupt, centralized elite, and symbolically the failure of government, feeding into the tension that led into the 1991 Civil War. During the Civil War, many artists stopped making Huronko shirts, but a few places like Bafodia, Kabbalah, and Falaba, elders kept the craft alive. The Huronko never became a global export, like Ankara from Nigeria and Kente from Ghana, partly because tourism and research in Sierra Leone were very limited. But here's the truth. The story about the Hu Ronko shirt does not end in Sierra Leone. In the 1990s, when war forced many families to flee, Bamana women from Mali taught Sierra Leonean refugees how to make the bongo lafini, the famous mud cloth. From that, a new art was born, mixing Malian colors with Sierra Leonean designs. And what if I told you there is a decorated Huronko shirt in the Brighton Museum in England? Collected in the early 1900s by Thomas Joshua Aldrich. This story is deep and I'm still learning from it. If you want me to do a part 2, kindly let me know in the comments. I would love to give a special credit to Professor Simeon Utenberg, whose published work on Limbas and Bafobia community really helped me to understand this history more deeply. And if you want to know more about the Huronko shirts or the Limba People, I recommend you read his paper, which I'm going to link on this video. Thank you so much for watching and see you on the other video.